This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Lord's Landscaping and Mercantile.
If you have been wanting to transform your space to make it the home of your dreams, you can find everything from interior decor to outdoor decor, like amazing outdoor furniture, gorgeous plants, and so much more. It can all only be found in one place, Lord's Mercantile and Landscaping and Garden Center in Millville. So grab your walking shoes because there is a lot of ground to cover. Let's go check it all out. Warm weather is here, and you're probably going to want to be spending a lot of time outside in your backyard, front yard oasis that you've built for yourself, and it's going to need some furniture. That's why I'm hanging out with Sam Michaels. You've got some beautiful furniture here that we are testing out. Tell me a little bit about these chairs.
Okay, so all of our furniture is handmade by the Amish. It comes out of a company called Leisure Lawns out of New Holland, Pennsylvania. We get a couple shipments each year. And like she said, as the weather's warming up, it's time to go outside. And what better place to sit than one of these perfect furnitures?
I think these feel really sturdy too. Like this is a good,
very sturdy,
good sitting.
Good
what
sitting.
are they made of?
So they're made of a poly recyclable, which is a high density plastic material that helps them endure the weather, the sun. They're not going to fade in colors. They all their materials, their screws and everything like that are stainless steel. The company Leisure Lawns guarantees them for 20 years. So if there were any problems, you can contact us. We can contact the company to get them fixed. I've been here 7 years. I've never heard any problems with the furniture. Which is great is they have 22 selections and colors. They come from, we can get balcony chairs, we have normal Adirondacks, we have kid chairs, we have side tables. You'd match the colors. I've seen people mix and match. They all look great. And they're yours for the taking. And also, which makes this year even better, is we started bringing in a new line of furniture. It's called the Sunbrella. And what they are is, I'll show you, is they're head cushions and they're also seat cushions. And these are made of poly fibers. So what it does is it's a high, very durable material, which is very quick drying and weather resistant. So if it rains, just turn them upside down for about 5 minutes, sit back down, and your butt should be dry.
Oh my gosh, magic.
Come on out. It's the warm weather time. You and your family could be sitting in a great, beautiful new table set, and they're yours for the taking. Come on out, and we'll see you.
Sam got you all taken care of with your outdoor furniture, but now you're gonna need some plants to look at while you're out there enjoying your backyard space. That's why I'm hanging with Julie at Lord's Landscaping and Garden Center. And there's so many amazing plants to choose from here. And you're one of the experts that can kind of walk people through what plants are right for them. We're gonna talk about annuals a little bit because what's really the point? They only last so long. Why do people love annuals?
Exactly. So annuals have the benefit of providing full-on color and setting a tone for your yard, for your patio, your restaurant even. Tropical vibe, colorful vibe. We can go mild tone, but they do the heavy work all through the season. So we push annuals because they are going to just give you color, 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 usually till frost. So they are some hard workers out here.
And I mean, one of my favorite things about annuals and all that color is that we humans aren't the only ones that enjoy them. I know hummingbirds are a big fan of color, and you've got a lot of plants that attract your pollinators and some native species.
Yes, so we have plants a lot of times that people come asking for. I want to bring in the hummingbirds. They know they're here. So we have plants that will bring them in, have them flock into your garden. Butterflies, everybody you want can have sort of a pot for them that they will just be happy with, and you can sit back and enjoy them visiting your garden.
Yes. Another thing too, you know, while you're outside enjoying your space, one thing we don't love so much about our area are the mosquitoes, and you've got some natural ways to kind of keep them at bay.
We do. We have natural and colorful ways. So if you weren't sure, the citronella plant is a plant that actually is where the citronella fragrance bug repellent comes from. We sell it. It's a prolific annual. It gets huge and full, smells terrific, gives that lemony scent. You can add that with some color. You can have color and bug repellent features for your yard, for your gardens. Really easy to take care of. It's another thing we feel like, you know, annuals, they're not tough to take care of. They're tough workers, but not tough to take care of.
That's what we like. Hard workers, but not hard to take care of, especially for all the plant killers out there.
Oh.
I know you guys also have some deer resistant, what other people consider pests.
Yes.
You guys really have something for everybody.
We do. We have the keep away the pests to sort of avoid the deer munching at your plants.
Yeah.
To say solve the problem, people aren't here full time. A lot of our customers are. So we have plants that can take sort of the neglect of a week away or 2 weeks away. They'll be fine. They'll be sitting there ready for you. You still have the color when you get back.
Yes. Yeah.
So we can help you pick out those plants and solve all those problems. Yes.
You know you can. And when you've got all your beautiful plants and colors picked out, you've got your great seats. Well, we're going to get you some pots to put them in as well. So stay right there.
This segment of CoastLife is sponsored by Lord's Landscaping and Mercantile.
Before the break, we saw all the amazing and wonderful outdoor furniture that you can use to really build an amazing backyard. We also saw some gorgeous plants that you can decorate it with, but you're going to need something to put all those amazing plants in, and you're going to find endless fantastic pottery and ceramics to choose from at Laura's Landscaping and Garden Center in Millville. All right, we've got you all set up with your awesome backyard furniture, your awesome backyard plants, and now you need a spot to put those plants in, because I think actually when you're kind of crafting the backyard of your dreams, it can be a little intimidating to nail the vision, and that's why the team at Lord's Landscaping and Garden Center is so great. Amy Lord Hughes, one of the masterminds behind all this. What would you say are even sort of the steps of introducing somebody to crafting that perfect backyard?
So right now we have a staff of 45, and they will come out to your house, they will design it for you, and this year we actually started a potting team, which I am in charge of.
Yay!
So we have been going to restaurants, homes, all around. We will bring the pots to your restaurant, fill them, load them with plants, and make your whole outside beautiful.
Well, and the pots are really fun too, because you can add a pop of color, you can add really fun shapes and designs. So I think it can also be a little bit of a holdup, but it can also be the thing that ties everything together. So you guys have a wide variety of pots to choose from.
We sure do. Laura and I have been actually heading down to Atlanta, Georgia, where we hand select every single pot. So we're not like everybody else just bringing in pallets of pottery. We actually go down, we meet with the manufacturers. Most of our pottery is actually made in Vietnam, where they fire the pots at such a high temperature that the water is actually sucked out of the clay so that they can be outside all year round. So especially in Delaware, that's really important because of our cold winters. As long as you clean the pot out at the end of the season, they are safe to be outside all year round.
There's nothing more frustrating than getting your yard all set up and gorgeous and beautiful and ready to look at, and then there come the deer and they start eating your plants. And that's why I'm hanging out with Amber today. Amber, you've got some sort of deer resistant plants for us that people can buy and sort of work into their backyard space to try and keep those pesky deer at bay.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about some of these plants that gardeners can use.
So we partnered with Deer Lirius this year. It's from the Perennial Farm, and they actually rank their plants on a 3-to-1 scale, 3 being the least deer resistant with 1 being the most. So what happens is we actually have a display here with our lovely sign that shows an example, and lots of our plants have these little cards in here. So this is a red hot poker, it's a level 2, so this means a deer might be tempted into it, but they're probably going to leave it alone. One of my most popular ones is going to be our lovely catmint.
Ooh.
People go crazy for this. It is all along the benches, all along the banks, all of the purple that you see, that's what this is. So it's related to the mint family, but instead of being an invasive spreader, this is actually a clumping mint. So you don't have any of the troubles, but it has the same smell, which deer really do not like. Things to look for in a deer-resistant plant are going to be your smells, your textures, and of course if it's prickly, if it's going to be evergreen, any of this blue evergreen tastes terrible to them. So you still get lots of pretty flowers with none of the damage.
So that's really kind of how deer-resistant plants work. They're not really deer-proof. They're not going to stay away because they see it.
Correct.
It's a taste thing. So how can gardeners and people at home really use these plants, maybe intermix them with plants that deer do like? How do they use them to kind of best keep their garden safe?
So you can plant these in between things and act as a barrier to your more sensitive plants. Let's say you plant something like a peony. They love those flowers so much, and we do too. And if you plant things around the border of them, think like 2 to 3 feet of space that are going to be the deer's first line of defense. They're going to try that first and they're going to go, wow, that was terrible. I don't want to do that again. But you can also add a lot of things in, such as a spray. We do the deer mace here. There's all sorts of things that you can get to keep them away, coyote urine, blood meal, all sorts of stuff that you can spread down. Even people do things like home remedies like Irish soap,
Nice.
coffee grounds, lots of stuff.
Whether it's the outside space of your home or the inside space of your home, you're going to find something, and most likely many things that you fall in love with at Lord's Mercantile, and of course the landscaping and garden center side. Right now we're inside the Merc store. I'm with Joellen, and you've really been here from the jump.
I have.
Falling in love with pieces left and right, and I know we've seen some of the outdoor flowers, garden, amazing things that you can do with your outdoor space, but inside, maybe you want to keep a hold of some of those floral arrangements forever, and so you've got some faux flowers. What makes these so interesting and fun to play with in the home?
Well, we have such a nice variety of types of flowers, but also colors. So, there's a lot of flexibility there. People will come to us and sometimes they bring their own vase, but they'll tell us what they're looking for, and we're able to put together arrangements for them. Using and these florals are such high quality.
Yes.
They look real.
They really do.
Look real.
You wouldn't know.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
I think a lot of people struggle with, we can have the vision, but creating that vision ourselves. And I think that's one
Exactly.
thing that your team is you guys are so good at it, the team at Lord's, and you're always so friendly and welcoming. I think some people are afraid because they're a little intimidated by interior design,
Yes.
but you guys put everybody right at ease and make sure people are leaving with a product that they like.
Yes,
And,
we really try to do that, and we encourage people really to bring in photos.
Yes.
Whatever space they're trying to decorate. For instance, I just helped a couple with their mantle.
Nice.
They had, pictures, and she was picking some things out, but I was kind of steering her in another direction, and she said, I would have never thought of that, and so they left with just some beautiful merchandise, and I said, please come back and see us, and I want to see the pictures.
So there's so much more to come see at the Merc store. You got to come check it out, whether it's accessories, bags, hair accessories. There's really just so much. Bring your wallet. I tend to leave mine in the car because I will otherwise end up spending more than I should when I come here for work. You know what I mean? But you've got to check it out yourself and see all the wonderful stuff that there is at Lord's Mercantile, and of course the landscaping and garden center as well. But there's some more CoastLife coming your way.